Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Marion and I make fashion tutorials. So today's video we are doing this dress. Oh my goodness, look at it. I like it so much. I was making it for a client and I decided to film the process. So this dress is made using shirring or smoking method to create the bodycon look, and the sleeves are bishop sleeves. You're going to see how we achieved this look in a minute when I start the tutorial. So the cuffs of the sleeve are also done using shirring method, and this is how we are looking. I like this dress so much. I'm going to make myself one as well, and I think you should too. So if you like the video, go ahead and subscribe, like and share it to your people. So let's go and start this tutorial. So this is the fabric, as you can see. Somebody had suggested that I do patterns on paper before doing instead of just cutting on fabric, and I considered it and I'm going to do that. But for this video I'm just going to continue and cut on the fabric. So I'm using a marker pen instead of chalk because that's how it is today. I don't know, I don't have chalk. So let's go ahead and start this. Folding the fabric to accommodate quarter my hip measurement plus around 3 inches of ease allowance plus sewing allowance. So the 3 inches accommodated, it's on fold, so that's 6 inches on the front and then 6 inches at the back. So just marking the height of the dress that I want and drawing a straight line across, then coming onto the edge I am going to mark the armhole, the length of the armhole 4.5 inches, and I'm going to curve it to 3 inches, and I'll just cut that pattern. So this is the front pattern, and I'm going to make an exact similar pattern, cut an exact similar piece for the back pattern or front. They can go interchangeably because they are exactly similar. They are similar pieces of the dress. For the sleeves, we are going to cut something similar. Okay, this dress is really simple to cut. As you're going to see, the measurements are not really tricky. So the sleeves are also going to look like two rectangles with a half armhole, just like the two pieces of the dress. So I'm going with 18 inches in height and 24 inches in width at the fold. So it's folded and it's 24 inches across and 18 inches in height. And then I'm going to just duplicate the same armhole as the front and back pieces, and then separate those two pieces, and there we have our two sleeves. So from this part of the fabric, I'm going to cut the cuffs that are going to go on the sleeves, and I wanted them to be 5 inches long, but in width they're going to be 12 inches. So from there, just cut 2 of them, and those are going to be enough for both the cuffs. In summary, these are all my patterns: 2 pieces for the front and back, just a rectangle with an armhole at one corner, really simple. And then the sleeves, the same, just a rectangle with an armhole at the corner, but it's a wide rectangle because the sleeves are really wide and big. And then these last pieces are the cuffs that are going to go at the bottom of the sleeve, so rectangles as well. So those are really simple patterns. Let's go straight into sewing. So the first thing, I'm going to loosen my bobbin case, the screw on my bobbin case, to allow easy passage of the elastic thread that I'm going to be putting there. And I'll just wind my elastic thread into the bobbin using my hand so that I can control the tension. Thread the top thread regularly, and then we are ready to start sewing. So the right side of the fabric should be facing you, and then just sew regularly using straight stitch from one end of the fabric to the other end, like across the fabric. I hope it makes sense. Like, start from the hemline, just going straight across the fabric, and I'm doing this to both the front piece of the dress and the back piece of the dress. I'm alternating these threads, these stitch lines, using like half an inch. So from one stitch line to the other is approximately half an inch, and I'm going to do this until I get to the top of the dress. So at the top of the dress now, and I'm just continuing the process until I get to about 2 inches. 2 inches, I'm going to leave about 2 inches of the dress undone, like without the shirring, because I want to leave it plain for the casing of the elastic band that is going to be going through there, because we will have an elastic band at the top for a nice fit when you're wearing the dress, because yeah, we will have to use different elastic band just for the top. So I will leave about 2 inches of fabric without the shirring at the top. So this is what we have right now. Look at all the stretch we have achieved. Anyway, so that's the 2 inches at the top that I have not shirred. That's the armhole. And so yeah, we have 2 pieces of this, front and back. And now I'm just taking the 2 pieces of the sleeve that the ones are going to go at the cuff of the sleeve. They need to be shirred too, so I'm going to do that. Same procedure. So now we have the shirring on the front and back, as well as the cuffs for the sleeve, and we are ready to connect the patterns. I'll start with the front and back pieces. Putting right sides together, I'm going to connect the side seams. From here you can see all the lines that I used to shirring with the elastic, how they look. So the procedure for doing the sleeves, I'm just going to create gathers along the lower side of the sleeves and then connect it to the cuff that I have created with the shirring, I mean. So first things first, I'm going to do the gathers. And then for the cuff, okay, before I do the cuff, I'm just going to secure the knots that I used to gather so that they don't move, because the length of this part gathered is supposed to be equal to the length of that cuff. So I'm just going to pick it and I'll sew it along that sleeve. So the sleeve is going to have gathers, but for the cuff I'm going to straighten it out, I guess, so that straighten it out like that. I hope you can notice what I'm saying. So that's what we have, and I'm just going to finish the seam, putting right sides together. So then this is one sleeve done. That's how it's looking. Oh, really nice. And I'm going to attach it to the dress. So that's how it is when attached. I don't know where the footage of me attaching it went to, but that's what we have. I'll do the same sleeve to the other side of the dress, and here we are. So this is the dress we have so far. That's how the top is looking. So obviously we need to put in an elastic to bring in the sleeves and just make the top look nice. So that's what I'm going to do right now, create a casing for the top elastic band just by folding in the fabric like that. I will leave a space for the elastic to go through, and then I'll just sew along that to create a casing using that allowance of 2 inches I had left for the front and back pieces of the patterns. I'm using a small elastic around 0.5 inch in width elastic. Make sure it fits around your shoulder nicely, and I just use a bobby pin to push it through the dress. After that is done, secure the elastic and then close up that casing where we had left a 1 inch allowance. So now here's how our dress is looking. I'm going to shift the elastic so that it sits nicely, and then fold our hems for the sleeves and the hemline. Just going to fold and stitch along the sleeve, the hem. After the hems for both the sleeves and the hemline is done, the dress is done and ready to wear, ready to deliver. The dress is done. Okay, that's what we have now. Please consider subscribing if this video gave you any inspiration. Tell me in the comment section below. And yes, share it with your friends who might like to watch such videos. Until next time, deuces.